Okay, escape from Dublin, take 1. No, I never planned to go to Spain. That wasn't the deal. The deal was we'll go to Bali. It was lockdown, freezing cold, middle of winter. I've got no work, no money coming in, nothing to do. Hey, and it's raining too. And I'm trapped at home looking at the snow falling. And even when the weather was good and the sun was shining, the sun was only that far above the horizon. It didn't lift above the buildings, and the wind was howling down the river. It was freezing cold. It was just miserable. So we decided we'll just rent our apartment to somebody else. They can pay the rent for a few months, and we'll go to the sunshine and keep ourselves happy. So we had everything planned. It was all organized. 2 days before we were ready to fly, the Indonesian government announced we're not going to allow foreigners into the country anymore. We're just going to, only for 2 weeks, but this is the new rule. So I took my wife to the airport. She got on a plane, went back to her mother, and then I needed to find somewhere to live. And there's no reason to be in Dublin. I'm just waiting for the restrictions to end. So I went to Fuerteventura in the Canary Islands of Spain, just off the coast of North Africa, Sahara Desert, sunshine baby. And I booked a 1-week sailing course with a sailing school. It's the same as being in a hotel, same price, but way more fun. So it was all looking pretty good. I flew to Fuerteventura. I had 4 days, I think, before the sailing course started. So I rented a little car, White Lightning, and I was driving around the island. First thing I wanted to do, find a beach. I'm really excited because now I'm going to be a YouTuber. YouTube life, day 1. And I pulled out my tripod, my camera, all my stuff, and I set it up on the beach, and I was filming myself taking off my shoes and socks into the sand, walking around on the beach and exercising, and it was bullshit. I really don't like YouTubers and Instagrammers creating these illusions of having a wonderful time when really we're not. And it was, it was cold, it was grey, there was no sun shining, and after about half an hour I lost interest. I gave it up. I jumped back in the car and I decided to just explore the island instead with the heating on. And then when I got into the mountains, the sun came out and it was absolutely fantastic. The roads are really good. They're well made, well maintained, and there were no cars. So I'm just on these wonderful mountain roads, driving along, having great fun on my own, talking to the camera, taking photographs of the scenery. Found some really interesting places to explore. I have to admit, I am really loving driving White Lightning on these roads. I hate driving in the city. I've had this ongoing fight with my wife because I wanted to sell our car because everywhere we go it's just traffic and impatience and no room to do anything. And now here, I'm on these wonderful open roads, hardly any cars. The quality of the roads is amazing, really well maintained, well built, perfect for just pleasurable driving. Really reignited a passion, made me feel like I just want to have a car and drive around this island forever. Fantastic, really loving it. Look at this, somebody's built a wall across the top of the hill. This is amazing. Now why would he do that? I love these dry stone walls. This kind of texture. It's ideal for wallpaper on a computer. Nice random interesting textures. This view from up here now. What a glorious place. And then I came down from the mountains and I came to this little beach, rocky beach, with these huge waves coming in off the Atlantic. You know, the big thundering noise that they make. And I hung out there for the rest of the day. I was really pleased with my situation, really pleased with the decisions that I'd made. And then I couldn't find any hotels, anywhere to stay. Because of the restrictions, nobody would let me in, so I had to sleep in the car. I slept in the car for 4 days, 5 days, I don't remember, until my sailing course started. And then eventually I get rid of the car and I pitched up at the sailing school and I lived on a boat for a week. And we'll talk about that next week.